My guest today is a native Montrealer with a well-established emotion code energy healing practice. Over the past 10 years, he has helped close to 2,000 clients. He is certified in emotion code, body code, and three-dimensional therapy. Currently, he is researching how lifestyle and a positive attitude can increase human longevity. Intuitively guided, he has unique insights into dimensional awareness. Welcome to the show, my good friend and wonderful human being, the incredibly gifted Chris Chimbers. Welcome, Chris. Welcome to the show, man.
Oh, thank you. Nice to have you invite me, Andrew. It's a pleasure.
Great. Yeah, this is long overdue, man. We've known each other a while and we've been speaking about it. I'm so happy that we have the chance to do this finally.
Great.
Amazing. So why don't we just jump right into it, Chris, and tell us about your practice and about what, for the listener, what is emotion code and how you got into that.
Okay, it's called energy healing, and it deals with clearing the energy field of the individual. We all have energy fields. This is evidenced in the acupuncture theory, the theory of the meridians of energy in the body, which has been known for about 5,000 years in Oriental medicine. And acupuncture came to North America in the 1970s, and it quickly gained acceptance because it actually works. And although it was foreign to the Western mindset, we are catching up in the West with our understanding of energy and how it affects things. So if I, let's say I go to a standard doctor with a symptom, typically I'll get a prescription. I'll walk away with a prescription, and that will treat the symptom. Let's say I have pain, and I get some kind of pain medication. Okay, well, that will take care of the pain, but does it address the basic underlying cause? Not really. So we're treating symptoms a lot of the time with Western medicine. On the other hand, if I break a bone, if I break my arm, I will certainly go to the emergency and get it set by Western medicine. That's a very useful service. Or having surgery, a lot of times that's really the way to go. But energy medicine deals with the energy body. We don't diagnose illness. We just deal with energy imbalances. And that can be corrected by dealing with the energy field and what we call things like trapped emotions that are in the energy field. So the emotion code and the body code are well documented ways to find the imbalances that are in someone's energy field. So the client will come in with an issue, and we'll look at and clear the energy that is the imbalance that is causing the physical symptom. And typically in this theory, the energy imbalance happens first, and then over time, it will manifest as a physical problem.
Just to quickly recap, I agree with everything you're saying. I was having a conversation just yesterday about Ayurvedic medicine and how it cures, the whole body. So Ayurveda looks at the whole body, and then Eastern medicines look at curing the whole body and the meridians and the energy, and that's fantastic. And then exactly what, to your point, it was almost word for word, you said it so well, is that there's a place for Western medicine. Western medicine's fantastic, but it's usually it pinpoints something. So as you said, it'll look to help the symptom, often not the root. Take more Tylenol, take more this, more that. And there's a big problem with it is big pharma, right? It's a business, and how it shouldn't be. And when medicine was started, it was by Hippocrates. Was his quote? He said it should never be monetized, and it is monetized. So there's a big problem with that. So I think that approach is fantastic, and I have witnessed and been a part of so many healing sessions, and I know firsthand that you're absolutely right. So yeah, continue. That's great though. I'm on board.
Yeah, it's an honor to be involved in healing people. I think there's two things in life that are really at the top of the list, and that's one is healing, and the other is education, helping people understand what's going on with them, and also, participating in holistic healing. I think this is a great calling, and it's been part of my life for 10 years. Prior to that, I was a gardener.
So you were taking care of plants,
Yeah, yeah,
and
uh-huh.
you just kind of transitioned from plants to people. Right?
Yeah,
That's what I'm hearing.
yeah, that's it. Yeah. So, I mean, gardening was wonderful, but I've never felt so satisfied as I am now in helping people this way.
Well, it's very fortunate for all your thousands of clients that you've helped, but I can't help but feel a little bit sad for all those plants that that were probably missing you very much, Chris.
There are other generations of gardeners that have come up and taken my place.
Right. Okay, cool. Awesome. So yeah, and then you want to maybe talk about your current focus on looking at longevity and different things and the way we think and the way we live and how that relates.
Yeah, well, definitely, it's been an interest of mine for a few years about longevity. As I, uh, advance in age, as everybody does, and I'm realizing that if we expect, let's say, age 65 to be a retirement time, a time when you just are not going to be useful anymore, well, you're programming yourself. If you've lived your whole life, let's say that 65 is the end of it, and from there on, it's just, taking it easy. Well, I've known people who've subscribed to that model and literally died within a year or two of retiring, especially men.
Mm, yeah, yeah. I've heard that statistic. They say that within very often within 1 or 2 years of retirement, people will die if they have no purpose of living.
Yeah,
They just
purpose.
they just die, and that's so dangerous. And I see that with some people who, and I think there was a quote I was just researching, looking at your website, heartfreedom .ca, and I was saying that like you have no intention of ever retiring, right? Like
No, no.
that's not, and me neither. I would never. There's no end. I've never seen an end to anything. And one of the most inspirational people that ever lived, Dr. Wayne Dyer. He had, when he passed away just a few years ago, he had the next 2 to 3 years booked in his calendar. you know he wasn't, it's so sad, but he wasn't thinking that way at all. He was just going to keep going and going. And you look at some wonderful people that know about energy healing, that like Mary Morrissey or Bob Proctor. Look at Bob Proctor. I think Bob Proctor is going to live forever. I mean, if anyone will, I don't know. Maybe if I was going to put a bet, I'd say 200-300 years old. It's a safe bet for Bob Proctor, and he's obviously very knowledgeable in this kind of spiritual
Yeah, yeah,
aspect.
he's very, very low key, and yeah, definitely, clean living goes a long way. So yeah, Wayne Dyer is a definite hero of mine. He used to be on PBS. I used to listen to him years and years ago on PBS, and he had the message like nobody else's message. He was talking about subjects that were pretty much taboo. You know, he was amazing, and I always was inspired by him. And yeah, he was awesome. He taught me about life purpose. He's the one who made sense to me about having a purpose in life, and that purpose should be service.